nation's greatest Independence Day celebration, the Macy's 4th of July fireworks. We hope that everyone comes out with their families and friends to take part in what is really an enjoyable occasion every year. In terms of the NYPD safeguarding the event and everyone attending it, there will be much the public will see and much the public will not see. Currently, there are no specific credible threats directed toward the July 4th fireworks or any other celebrations taking place in New York City. However, you can certainly expect increased security measures, plus street closures and additional traffic. So we urge everyone to use public transportation, which will definitely be the most efficient way of moving around the city tomorrow. I can tell you, we began planning for this event immediately following the end of last year's festivities. Designing security plans for events of this scale is what the NYPD does on a daily basis. And without a doubt, the men and women of this department do it better than anyone else, anywhere. But we do not do anything alone. We always say that public safety is a shared responsibility. We are working in close collaboration with our local, state, and federal partners as usual to ensure that everyone who lives, works, and visits here is safe and feels safe too. Macy's is always a fantastic ally in that mission too, so we want to thank them for that. And for all the people we serve, they can do their part as well. You should stay vigilant and remain aware of your surroundings at all times. If something does not look right or does not feel right, call 911 or tell a uniformed police officer. There will be thousands of them out there tomorrow. We're looking forward to another great 4th of July celebration, and we know New Yorkers will be looking for that too. Now, for additional details, you're going to hear from Chief Shell, our Chief of Patrol.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Commissioner. So our 47th annual Macy's Fireworks Show, we are planning on having a very safe event like we had last year and years before. There'll be thousands of police officers from Patrol Services Bureau, our Transportation Bureau, Counterterrorism Division, Intel Bureau, and other members of the police department. The main viewing on the FDR will be from 14th Street to 54th Street. There will be barges between 26th and 40th, specifically 26th Street, 29th, 33rd, 36th, and 40th Street. There'll be 6 sites throughout the city, the main ones being the FDR and Queens North. The access points for the public will be on East 20th Street, 34th, and 42nd Street. They'll be checking for items such as no alcohol, backpacks, umbrellas, lounge chairs, and other items. Our operations at the police department will start at about 0600 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and go through midnight when it ends. And obviously, at 25 minutes past 9, the fireworks show will begin. Our traffic closures, which Chief Royce will get into, will start at 1500 hours, 3 o'clock, and the bridges crossings will be at 7 o'clock for pedestrians and foot traffic. Like I said, we plan on having a great event. We have thousands of police officers that will be protecting this city, and I'll pass it to Chief Judy Harrison to talk about counterterrorism.
Thank you, Chief Shell. Thank you, Commissioner, and good afternoon, everyone. I'll speak about some of the security measures that will be implemented to ensure that everyone who gathers to see the Macy's 4th of July fireworks is safe. But before I do that, I want to take the time out to actually thank Macy's for being such great partners and in working with us. So there'll be a robust counterterrorism deployment, which will include a cadre of members assigned to the Counterterrorism Division, as well as a complement of counterterrorism trained personnel assigned to patrol precincts throughout the city. The majority of our assets will be visible, but understandably, there will be some assets that are not visible for obvious reasons, but rest assured, they will be out there. We will deploy plainclothes teams, heavy weapons teams, bomb squad response teams, drone detection and interdiction teams, and radiation detection equipment. Some of that equipment includes the personal radiation pagers that are attached to the officers' gun belts, and other equipment includes radiation detection vessels that will patrol the New York City waterways, particularly the East River. We will also deploy 120 blocker cars, 26 Department of Sanitation sand trucks, and 50 concrete barriers, which will be used to safeguard the streets and prohibit vehicles from entering into any of the prohibited frozen areas. Additionally, we will have access to 115 cameras specifically deployed for this event. Those cameras include NYPD fixed cameras, public-private stakeholder cameras, as well as temporarily installed special event cameras, which will be monitored by our Lower Manhattan Security Initiative. Upon entering the frozen zones in the access areas, you will be screened. This will be a multifaceted screening process that will include bag checks, as well as the use of explosive detection canines, as well as explosive detection trace equipment. We ask that you discard prohibited items prior to accessing any of the access points. Some of those items include alcohol, backpacks, large bags, chairs, lawn chairs, coolers, and umbrellas. As you can imagine, an event of this magnitude requires great collaboration, which is key and vital to our success. As always, we work with our federal, state, and local partners, including Macy's, as I mentioned earlier. We also work hand in hand with the Intelligence Division, monitoring threat conditions that not only occur in New York City, but threat conditions that occur within the United States and also around the world. Our shared mission is safety. And although there are no specific, nor are there any credible threats towards this event, please know that the New York City Police Department is well-trained, well-equipped, and well-prepared to ensure that this event is well-policed and well-protected. Members of the community are very important to us and function as extra sets of eyes and ears. You heard before, policing and public safety is a shared responsibility, and we share that responsibility with all of you. So to that end, if you see something, anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, anything that makes you feel like your safety is in jeopardy, we want you to say something. By all means, you can approach any of the uniformed members of the service that will be working the event. There will be plenty of them there. You can also call the counterterrorism hotline at 1-888-NYC-SAFE. That's 1-888-692-7233. And of course, you can always call 911. We want everyone to enjoy themselves. We're looking forward to having a very safe event. Thank you for your time. And with that, I'd like to ask Chief Royster to come to the podium.
Thank you, Chief Harrison, and good afternoon, everyone. This year, as with every year during the 4th of July celebration in our city, safety is a primary concern. So that revelers will enjoy themselves, traffic closures will take place around 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. The FDR Drive will be closed from approximately 3 p.m. on Tuesday to 2 a.m. on Wednesday morning, northbound and southbound from the Brooklyn Bridge to the 63rd Street exit. We strongly recommend that motorists avoid the east side of Manhattan, as many vehicles will be detoured during that time. Motorists are advised to utilize the West Side Highway. From 7 p.m., the Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan, Williamsburg, and Koch bridges will be closed to pedestrian and bicycles. The 4 East River bridges will remain open for vehicle traffic. Truck restrictions will be placed on 1st Avenue from 14th Street up to 42nd Street. And during this weekend, we have deployed our highway patrol and precinct-level officers around the city to conduct DWI enforcement for both drunk and drug drivers. So we recommend that you drive responsibly this year. So if you're coming to view the Macy's fireworks celebration, please consider using public transportation to and from the area. We also like for you to look at our social media platforms for additional information, because the information is just like traffic. It is fluid. So thank you very much for joining us here today.
Okay, we'll take any questions specifically related to 4th of July celebrations.
islands, will it be wands or metal detectors at the entry points to the crowds coming in?
Chief Shell, answer that question.
Hi, thank you for your question. There won't be any wanding, but there will be soft bag checks at the access points, and those access points will be supported by a heavy weapons team assigned to the Counterterrorism Division.
And then what happens if you find somebody who has like a knife or a gun in their bag?
We do what the New York City Police Department does. If there's an arrest that needs to be made, we'll make the arrest. If there's an investigation, we work hand in hand with the Chief of Detectives as well as with the Intelligence Division, but we will do whatever we need to do to make sure that everybody is safe. You're very welcome.
Severe weather is a specific concern this year. Plans might need to change on a dime and get people out of an area very quickly if something turns. What kind of flexibility is there to kind of reverse procedure if severe weather comes up?
Chief Shell.
So our operations department, we look at the weather. We have egress routes set up for vehicles. We have egress routes set up for pedestrians. Obviously, we're a dynamic agency. We can move fast, and if that occurs, we'll get it done.
Just as a follow-up, last year the NYPD got in some hot water for those private viewing areas that were set up for family and friends, otherwise public places. Are there any plans to do anything similar this year?
We have many special guests from victims of crime to families that have had a heartache. They'll all be down watching the fireworks on the 4th of July.
Is that a secluded area?
Excuse me?
Is that a private area?
They'll be on the FDR Drive with the rest of us watching the fireworks.
Trevor, inside edition. Yeah, did the potential for poor air quality factor at all into planning for the fireworks this year?
We factored in, but as of right now, we have no air quality concerns for the 4th of July as of right now. Like I just said, if things change weather-wise, we'll move quickly. We'll make adjustments.
Any other questions in regards to the 4th of July? No? Thank you, everyone. Thank you.